Um, Hello again everyone. In this video, I want to say a few things in regard to disclosure in terms of so-called sexual orientation and gender identity. Now, when you're asked the question, and I'm sure this has happened before because it certainly happened to me, are you gay? Or are you bisexual? Our first instinct is to provide a label, to say, if the question is structured in that way, yes or no, or to say, yes, I am gay, yes, I am a lesbian, yes, I am bisexual, or yes, I am transgendered, whatever the case may be, because over time, these labels have taken on meanings in a certain cultural, political, historical context. We've built subcultures around them that have, up to a point, been what I would consider historically progressive phenomena. They've allowed us to achieve certain goals. They've allowed us to exercise certain rights outside of the norms that have been set up in our society. But at the same time, isn't it precisely the categorization of people in this way that is part of the overall oppressive system of gender and sexual norms? And in a much broader sense, isn't it these categories in general that allow systems of oppression to operate? And they usually operate in a binary manner. You're black or white, which determines your life chances, it determines how people perceive you, how they treat you, how you're supposed to talk, how you're supposed to walk. It's quite, in that sense, race is quite analogous with gender, and it's quite analogous with sexual orientation. People want to they want to have a label to put on you so that they'll know what to think about you, and so that they will know what to think about themselves, because we are who we are in relation to others. So we have this strong urge to be very sure about who we are and to be very sure about who other people are. Now, I would never tell you not to disclose yourself. It's for better or for worse. It shouldn't be this way, but it's a fact that it's a fact that we have to disclose ourselves in order to create change. You know, I shouldn't feel obligated to talk about my sexuality because it shouldn't be an issue at all. But in fact, in our society, it is an issue, so I have to talk about it if we are to create some kind of social change whereby diversity, and I hate to use this word because it's this liberal, politically correct word, but where variation is no longer a problem. Because ultimately, our political goal has to be to make, in a very general sense, it has to be to make life better for more people. That's the object of progressive social change, if you will, and we have to do whatever it takes to make that happen. And currently, life is not very good for a lot of people, in part for some because of their gender, because of their sexual orientation. However, I more and more I feel that that giving somebody a quick answer like that is not very useful. If somebody asks me, what is your sexual orientation, I no longer give them a short answer, as in, well, I'm bisexual. Because ultimately, I don't think that these terms are very descriptive. We like them, we use them because we think that they communicate difference. We think that they communicate things about our individuality. But, and they do that up to a point. They make, they describe certain differences in our experiences and our desires, etc. But after a certain point, they really cover up difference, because when you tell somebody you're bisexual, then they automatically have a shortcut to understanding you, which may not lead to a very accurate understanding at all. They're like, okay, that's what you are. Now you're culturally intelligible to me. I can understand you. And then they proceed to interpret everything you do based on stereotypes that they've picked up over the years in living in this society.